Hello, hello. Yoga for beginners. This time I'm going to practice bow pose. How to improve the flexibility in your shoulders and your chest. Also, how to stretch front of your body, including your abs, and mobilize your lower back. How to get stronger muscles in your glutes and your lumbar area. Okay, we're ready to start. So first, let's take position on your floor. Take it under, lift your knees, and push your hips up and back. Inhale, bring your knees on the floor, and slowly exhale. Try the same movement, really preparing your upper body as well as your legs, lower back for good stretch. Make sure as you lift your knee, making this movement back, bringing belly towards your legs. Inhale and slowly exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Going to sit with your cross legs. Sitting nice and upright. Bring your arms. When you inhale, movement from your shoulders. Pull them back and down to warm muscles in your chest and prepare your shoulder joints. Think about your shoulder blades. Pull them in, squeeze together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now I've got arms to your side, palms facing forward. As you exhale, rotate and try to pull back using muscles in your chest and shoulder blades. Okay, squeeze it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe two more times. If you can, try to push your chest forward to really prepare upper body for good stretch to be ready for the pose. And now, raise your fingers, palms forward and head down. Inhale, lift. Slowly exhale. Bring your arms behind your head. So if you need to, they need to be apart or hands together without changing position of your head. Still looking forward. Inhale. And exhale if you're struggling. This way still works, but pull your elbows back. Really need to work with your shoulders and your chest. Inhale and slowly exhale. And two more. And last one, if you're still with me. And remember, you can stop anytime. You're doing as many reps as working for you. You know your body the best. If you need to stop, just stop. And now let's move your pelvis to work with your lower back. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. Push down as you exhale from your hips again to all the way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Now left leg forward. Going to stretch front of your left leg, your hip flexor quadricep, but also you're going to feel stretch on your left side. So check which position works for you. Hold Squeeze your glutes on your right. Check your front knee is directly above your ankle. And now again, your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing your shoulder blades. Pull your arms back. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Try to keep your chest high. Try to make this small but still back extension. Very slowly preparing your muscles for the pose. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Excellent. Now, right leg forward. As long as the stretch is there and you're keeping your position upright, you even lift your chest higher to make the shape in your spine. Inhale and exhale. Remember, buttocks muscles on your left engaged. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Okay, so now let's lay down on your belly. Bring your hands to your chest level. Strong glutes, legs close each other, with your toes pointing back. But really work with your glutes area. Muscles needs to be engaged right now. When you inhale, try to lift your chest first. If you're total beginner, you don't have the strength in your lower back and your glutes, you need support from your arms. So press heels of your hands down to the floor to lift your chest. Just make sure you're not lifting too high. Your lower back all the time is fine. Going to feel muscles start to be tired and discomfort. Just simply stop and slowly move to child pose. Very slowly, taking your time. The muscles very stiff. Don't go too fast. Go really slowly. Feel the stretch. Okay? So you can take a break anytime you need to, or you can just watch the rest and see what you can try next time. Okay? So you can try again. Inhale and exhale. As you build the strength in your core, your lower back, you'll be able to lift your chest. Keep your hands off the floor. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Or you're continuing the same. With your hands on the floor. Very slowly. Child pose. Tuck your pelvis under. So round back to stretch lower back. You can rock side to side. Don't do back extension very often in the normal situations. So these muscles could be very stiff and weak. And please remember, avoid forcing for too much. Okay? If you've never done this pose before, or you've got stiff muscles in your lower back, just takes more time. Okay? Really respect your limitations and work with them. Simply listen to your body, and that really means if you're feeling, that's too much, you're holding your breaths, you want to stop, it's just simple message. Just stop. That's it. Okay? Takes time. If you're still with me, let's go back to the position. And you've got right arm front of you. You can rest your forehead or your chin, or if you're stronger, lower back is fine now, but again, glutes muscles engage all the time. And you're trying to move your left arm to your side. Inhale and exhale. First could be without lifting your chest. It's all about working for flexibility, range of movement in your left shoulder. Later on, you can try swing your arm and lift your chest. You've got your right arm in front of you for a reason, to help yourself to make this movement. Inhale and exhale. But I'm not expecting you to do it right now. If it's your first session with me or you've done just few, you can simply keep your chest, shoulders down and work only with your left arm. Maybe one more. I'm just showing you what is the next level, okay? But don't feel pressure, you have to do it. You can try, but if it be too hard, you're really struggling with this movement, this is the message. Just take it easy. Okay, now you're right. Inhale and exhale. Strong glutes. It's all about building strength in your lower back. And as your buttocks muscles really strong and active, they support your lower back. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Okay, let's go back to child pose. Again, very slowly. Without dropping your belly, you need the opposite movement to stretch lower back right now. It's all about balance. As we build the strength, we're stretching. That's the best combination. You contract your back, and after a few reps, we need to stretch these muscles. Just be patient with yourself. Don't think about this very advanced bow pose, okay? We need to start somewhere, and everybody's gonna be in different place. That's why I'm going to say that again. Yoga is for everyone, but everyone's yoga is different because we are all different. If you're still okay, lower back, fine. Not sore, no tired muscles. We're trying right now to lift one leg. Point is, you're not lifting with your hip. You're actually pushing your hip bone to the floor as you're trying to lift your foot. Okay, just one leg at a time. When you do that, you've got your glutes muscles still active, nice and strong. Again, if your forehead resting on your hands, can be your chin, or as you're lifting your foot, you can try challenge your back more by lifting chest slightly. The option I demonstrate every next one is to progress with this pose, okay? So you need to find where are you right now? How is your lower back? How high you can lift your legs if you're holding your breaths or you're completely comfortable with this position. Okay, so next step is trying to lift both legs. Don't focus too much on your legs and your feet. Think about your hips. To lift your feet, try to think about pushing hips to the floor, because movement is from here. When you contract your glutes muscles, they pull your legs up. Okay, so don't focus on your feet, think about your hips area, your glutes, and pushing hips down to the floor. And again, if your upper body resting at first, later on with your forearms, again helping yourself with the weight, your upper body, later on with your hands underneath your shoulders to lift higher. So it's all about improving the mobility in your lower back. It's not the easy one, but it is possible, but takes time. So please be patient, don't be frustrated. I'm demonstrating another options to show you how is the safe way to get there, okay? Inhale, exhale. So this is your pose, bow pose for now, okay? Slowly, let's Go back to child pose. If you've got enough, that's fine. Just respect your body, okay? I'm going to use this video later on, and you've got the chance to progress when your body muscles will be ready for that. If it's enough for now, that's fine. Nothing wrong, okay? Just make sure you're not forcing for too much. Oh, she's still doing so, I have to do it. You don't have to. If this is for you, it's enough, it's enough. It's for today. After a few times as you practice, you will feel, okay, I can do a little bit more and more and more, and eventually you can do a whole session with me and go to the full bow pose, okay? So if you're still fine, going back, and this time, lifting your left leg off the floor, watch your hip press down, and now when you exhale, bend and cross to your right side. We need the flexibility in your hip flexor and your quadricep. By crossing to your side, it's a little bit easier to make this movement at first. Inhale. Again, could be head, forehead resting on your hands. Could be your chin, or holding chest higher. If your hands front of you, or more challenging because your chest is up on your forearms. Inhale and exhale. So building massively the strength back of your legs, your hamstrings, glutes, as well as your lower back. Try your right. Inhale and exhale. Try to keep your knee off the floor, but you're pushing hip down. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. And again, slowly move to child pose. Check if your body is still fine, happy with this, or it's just enough, okay? So later on, as you're going to use the video, you can hold position for longer instead of going back to child pose. If you're going to feel, yeah, I can hold it for longer, keep it longer, and just change position for option to another option without stretching back if you don't need to, okay? But if you're a beginner, this stretch really helps to release these tight muscles, okay? So we contract them and we stretch, contract and stretch. But later on, as your muscles strong and flexible, you can hold it for longer and just go from option to option without that many child pose between. Okay, so the next step is both legs. Inhale, exhale first, crossed. Okay, again, a little bit easier. Hands the same, resting your forehead, your chin, or if your chest slightly higher, but resting on your arms, on your elbows. Think your glutes working really hard right now. Super active muscles. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. If you find you can hold. If you need this stretch again, coming back to child pose. You can rock your hips side to side. It's just one movement, back extension, okay? And your body is not that get used to if you're new to yoga. That's why we need more stretching between another variation, another adaptation. Okay, you can just watch, or if you're still fine, I'm going to try right now. Keep the legs crossed and left arm, inhale, slowly exhale. Again, with your head just reaching, improving the flexibility in your chest, shoulder, as well as the strength in your glutes, lower back. Later on, try to lift your chest. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. You can try your right side. Inhale, if you can, hold your knees off the floor or just lifting as you're bringing your arm behind. Inhale and exhale. Child pose or still continue side to side. Or maybe just watching for now. You will see what is next. Okay. So when you've got the strength, you can lift your knees off the floor and you can reach for your feet. First, opposite. Reach for your ankles, okay? And grab, good grip around your ankles. Movement right now is gonna be from your legs. It's like trying to stretch your legs because you're holding your arms, your legs instead moving back, lifting up. But you need to squeeze your glutes even harder and relax. So it's supposed to be cross legs first. Inhale and exhale. If you can't reach, still continue the previous option, okay? Because every next one is when your body is ready. You pass the step by step, you reach this point, so you'll be able to grab opposite foot, your opposite hand, maybe hold for a few breaths, always with beautiful smile, and you can relax. Child pose. How are you doing? Still with me? I'm not expecting that. If you've never done this pose, you'll probably finish already and you're just watching what is next. It's important, you're not going to skip the steps, okay? This is the way to prepare your body without putting too much strain and overwork for your lower back. Also, be ready to stretch your hip flexor and your quadricep by lifting legs higher. So they need to be really high, both together, without holding your neck, to be able to bring your arms behind and reach for them, okay? So if you're struggling, back to the previous option and just one arm side to side, so you're nicely building strength to lift your chest higher, okay? Because it's all about strength in your lower back, legs and glutes, but also flexibility in your upper body to be able to reach. So if you can reach for your feet, for your ankles, that's the sign your quadricep and hip flexor is still not ready. Okay, so it's no point to force yourself to reach because it's all about the right flexibility, range of movement from your hips. So you still practice to lift your leg. It needs to be really high. So as you bend, you got this without too much effort actually, okay? So if you've got this foot easily, hand around your ankle, you're ready. Instead, cross legs, feet together, but make sure not pushing your knees out too much. There could be some distance between them, but try to pull them in. You've got hands around your ankles and the same from your legs, trying to move them back. We're holding your legs in your hands. So what actually happens? You're lifting upper body because of the legs movement. It's not lifting your chest first, it's from your legs. Moving your legs back, you actually lift your chest. And you can walk. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze your glutes as you lift. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe someone is ready to hold this position. Good breaths. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Just relax. Very slowly. Back to child pose. If you notice hip flexor still not ready, you can reach for your feet, you can lift them, you can bend, but still is far away from your arm. This stretch. You need to practice to go as slow as you can. This stretch gives you this muscles flexibility, and you're gonna be able to lift your leg, bend, and reach with your arm. Okay, so inhale, slowly exhale. Drive your right. Inhale, strong glutes. And exhale on your right side. Inhale. And exhale. So if you've got this goal to be able to do the bow pose, that's the video for you to practice from the beginning to your own step and option for now. Okay, we're not skipping, we're not trying if it's not enough flexibility in your chest. This one, as we've done, is all preparation. So don't skip all the stretches because they actually prepare. If you don't have this flexibility, range of movement, you can't reach for your leg. If you don't have flexibility in your legs, you can't bring your leg too close. If you don't have strength in your lower back and glutes, you can't lift your chest that high. So everything needs to work together. Needs to be balanced. So you've got this session, and if you follow all these stretches together, you will find yourself somewhere for now, and that's the way to go without getting frustrated and just trying from the beginning, reaching for your feet, and you're just wondering, no, yoga is too hard, it's not for me. It's just not the right level. When you're reaching for your feet and you're lifting your chest, you've got already flexibility all these places, okay? If you just already started yoga and you enjoyed it, but still it's lots of work, don't get frustrated. It's not posed for you. It's just not the right level, okay? So this is the way, step by step, as I guide you on this session. You've got fun because you can see, okay, I can do that. This one, not for now, but I will get there. Eventually, you will get there. That's for sure. So thank you for now. And I hope you enjoyed it, and all the instructions and demonstrations and options step by step how to get there useful for you and everything is clear. If yes, give me a thumbs up. If there's any questions, comments, please leave it below the video, and I will explain all of them. So thank you for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Yoga is for everyone, but everyone's yoga is different. Just find the right step for you and progress from that. Bye, guys.